Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the San Diego State versus Stanford college basketball matchup on Thursday, December 21st, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks at Pickdawgz, but if you're looking for our best bets, those are the ones you find under the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz.com. You can use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text that number that you see on the screen. These are not available on the website. You got to text that number. But let's get to this one. San Diego State taking on Stanford. San Diego State 9-2 on the season. Stanford 5-4. Of course, the Aztecs losers last year in the national title game against UConn. It was, UConn was a tough customer. They were certainly deserving national champions, and I think San Diego State, I don't think there was any shame in their loss in that game, but I think they'd love to get back and get another crack at it, as any team that wins or loses in the national championship always seems to want to do. It's certainly a good thing. But the Aztecs 5-0 at home, but just 1-2 against the number. In fact, they're just 1-7 against the number in their last 8 games. And 8-2 straight up, though, in their last 10, and just 2-7 against the spread this season. So San Diego State has been winning a lot of games, not covering a lot of spreads, and it's kind of an inverse relationship for them, is that normally the Aztecs are the team that, ends up covering a lot of spreads because they play that serious defense, and normally we get some great value on them. But now that they've made it to the finals, they kind of messed this up, and now we got to start over and find some new friends, or, well, wait it on out with the Aztecs. Meanwhile, Stanford 5-4 on the season. We've seen the highs and lows from this Cardinal squad already, and I think that Stanford in the final year of the Pac-12, I think that we have seen moments where we thought that maybe that they were going to rise to the occasion, and then it just didn't set up that way. I think against Arkansas, when they lost 77-74, that double overtime, that was pretty much the highlight of the season. They lost the next time out against Michigan by 5, but the thing is, that double overtime game, that pretty much took a ton out of them, and it took a ton out of Arkansas, but it did show that they have the potential to play at that really, really high level, even though, like I said, we don't see it all the time from them. They also lost to Northern Iowa after that Michigan game, but it was that same sequence where there wasn't really no days off in there. When we look at San Diego State, the loss against BYU earlier this season, I don't think there's any shame in that. Wins over Washington, Cal, the other loss, Grand Canyon, who's going to beat a lot of teams, and it's just one of those. They're an NCAA tournament quality team, so they're going to beat some good teams. They're going to lose to good teams. It's just part of what is college basketball. The Stanford offense is actually pretty good. Shoots almost 49% from the floor, but once again, this Aztec defense just locks it down. Team shooting just 39.4% against them, and then when you look at how they shoot from beyond the arc, 33.9%, and the Stanford defense just doesn't hold up. So while generally I don't like, looking at San Diego State and their offensive ability, but I think in this case, it's just their offense is so much better than Stanford's defense, and, the San Diego State defense is just one of the best. I'm going to take San Diego State here, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.